Marvel has yet another hit on its hands with a huge opening weekend for Black Widow. But those Marvel moves would be nothing without my favorite stunt woman, Heidi Moneymaker, who has been the longtime stunt woman for Scarlett Johansson in all her appearances as Black Widow. Hi, Heidi.
Hi. Hi.
Congratulations on a huge opening weekend.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to have been part of this project and a part of the Team Widow. And
Team Widow, I mean, came in so strong in this movie. I went to see it over the weekend, and the whole time I'm watching it and I'm thinking to myself, these stunt women in this movie really went above and beyond that I have seen in Marvel movies in a while.
There was definitely some great action and some amazing stunt women involved, and the actresses as well. I mean, they're training very, very hard, and they're putting a lot into this too. So yeah, it was definitely a very, very good team mission there.
Right. Okay. So spoilers, by the way, for all of you who are watching this video and have not yet seen the movie. So I'm just going to warn you to just tag this and then come back and watch it later. So spoilers, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Heidi. When somebody says to you, you're gonna like hang, and Team Widow's gonna hang out of a helicopter and like fly around, or you're like, yeah, I'm in, or you're like,
well, I'm not the biggest fan of helicopters just because they crash sometimes. So anytime I'm doing any helicopter work, I will obviously do it. It's not my favorite. So I'm really happy once we've got the shot and we move on.
Right? Was there any scene in particular from the film that really was one of those things that you're like, that's awesome. Like, I'm so excited I got to do that.
Well, as far as my participation in Black Widow, we've discussed this before, but I had a head injury right before they started filming. And so I didn't think I was going to be able to be a part of the film at all. And luckily we had this amazing team of girls that went out and killed it. And then I was able to come back and do some additional photography. So I was a part of sort of the pieces of the end battle and a couple other pieces sprinkled in here and there from additional. And for me, I have to say that just being there, being in the suit, I didn't do anything too outrageous for myself. Everything that I did was pretty kosher and on par with what I do. Nothing too crazy, but I just remember thinking like, this is quite the gift that I get to be here and I get to be a part of this. I'm wearing the suit. I get to be working, on this film for Scarlett with Scarlett. So for me, that was the big.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
When you say on par for you, we're not like talking about like little cartwheels, right? Like we're talking about serious stuff, Heidi.
Yeah, there was wire stuff, jumping off big, like platforms, fighting bad people.
You obviously have been Scarlett Johansson's main stunt double from the beginning of her appearance in Iron Man 2, and you have been with her for this huge journey. And you got injured while you were filming Endgame. And luckily, thank God, you were able to come back and pick up some shots for Black Widow. But I want you to talk to the people right now about the real serious nature of what you guys are doing. And especially when we are talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where stunts are, A number one, A+. There's no cheating when it comes to that. Tell me about the real danger that you guys are putting yourselves in when you film.
Well, I will say that nowadays, I feel like production stunt coordinators and the entire, department heads do really work hard together to keep things as safe as possible. I mean, we get to put little high dense foam pads down now here and there and stuff. So I will say that we take a calculated risk. I mean, it's definitely a risk, but we try to keep it as safe as possible. But the thing is, either way, I mean, when you see someone getting hit by a car, they get hit by a car. I mean, that's happening. When you see explosions, generally there's some kind of bomb that goes off. Sometimes there's a little bit of VFX they do that enhances it. But these things really are things that we do. I mean, you go to work every day and you're going to be bruised and banged up and things are going to hurt. That's just normal. And you hope that's it. But every once in a while, something happens and, people get seriously injured because we are really getting hit by cars.
I want to talk about Scarlett Johansson and your relationship over the years, and the relationship between, especially in a Marvel film, the actor and their stunt double. Tell me about that relationship.
Well, it takes a long time to build trust with anybody, especially when you're talking about doing things that are dangerous. And a lot of times we'll put her in a position where she's doing stunts. She's in a wire, or she's doing fight moves, or, you know, she could get hurt and she could get injured. And it took a minute for us to get to know each other and work together long enough to where I think she felt like, okay, well, I'm going to ask if I can do this. And Heidi will tell me honestly, if it's too dangerous, or if it's something that I can do, or, you know, or if we should modify it. So that's really nice to have for both of us, right? She knows that if we have choreography at the last minute, I know exactly what she likes and what she's good at. I can just plug in her, you know, what she does well, and she can pop right in, and we're not worried about, you know, a ton of rehearsal and whatnot. Because a lot of times they spring stuff on you last minute. So I think that has been one of the nicest parts of our relationship, other than the fact that she's an incredible, talented, wonderful, beautiful human being that works her ass off. But we do have a good bond and a good trust. And when we go on set, I know that she's going to bring it no matter what she's doing, whether she's acting or if she's doing a fight scene. She's going to be 100%. Those cameras roll and a different person pops out. I mean, you've seen it. Right. And she knows that, you know, I'm going to back her up and make sure she's safe and make sure she looks good. So
absolutely. And then I want to talk a little bit real quick about kind of like the girl power nature of this Black Widow movie, because you had a female director, right? Scarlett was an executive producer on this film, like tons of women, obviously all the other widows that are in the film, and obviously Florence Pugh as well. I mean, talk about kind of the difference. Was there a difference in filming Black Widow from the other Marvel films you've been a part of?
They were good females. They were good women, you know, like Florence she's such a great, she trains so hard, and she's really interested in being part of it. And she's funny, and she's girl power. I mean, she just posted something about her stunt double the other day, just saying how much she did and how much she helped her. And that's just that kind of team that was there. And that's the same with the other stunt girls that went out there. They're all amazing. I've spoken to them all since, and, you know, told them how great they are and how much I appreciate them, because here I'm watching all their work, and it's pretty special.
What is your favorite Black Widow move? Like the one that's like, send Heidi in, we need Black Widow to do this. What is it? Well,
I really like the kind of widow jungle gym on the bad guys.
You like jump up and hit.
Yeah. I like that, because almost every movie we take that move and we make it a little bit different. And that's kind of a fun challenge for me to figure out how to, you know, treat two people as a jungle gym and then throw them to the ground. That's fun to me.
And then I want to ask, and I don't even know if you can tell me, but I'm going to ask anyway. Now that Black Widow is no longer kind of part of this MCU, are you going to come back and do any more stunts for Marvel?
Absolutely. I've been stunt coordinating a lot since, you know, right before Black Widow. And so that's taken up a lot of my time, which it's been amazing. But I did just stunt coordinate one of the Marvel streaming series that are coming up. So very excited about that. Yeah.
Wait, which one? Can you tell me?
I think it's up online. It was Hawkeye.
Oh, you stunt coordinated on Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Oh, how exciting. Well, Heidi, it is always great to see you. Again, congratulations, and congratulations to Team Widow, all of the amazing female stunt women out there who participate in this incredible movie. If you haven't seen it, obviously it's Marvel, and it's super fun, and it's super action-packed. Thank you, Heidi, for your time.
Absolutely.